There's probably not a day that goes by where you don't use your encounter or limit switch at home or at work your place. So the four types of limit switches. So there are the four general types of limit switches, so which is whisker, roller, lever, and plunger. Depending on the application, a limit switch may be the combination of two of the general types such as roller or lever. So now, what is a limit switches or switch? A limit switch is an electromechanical device operated by a physical force applied to it by an object. Limit switch are used to detect the presence or absence of an object. How these switches were originally used to define the limit of travel of an object, and as a result, were named limit switch. So the limit switch applications. When you open the fridge door, a light comes on inside. How does it happen? Yes, you guessed it. A limit switch is used to detect if the fridge door is open or closed. Let's look another application of a limit switch that you may encounter at home. On many overhead garage doors, there's a limit switch that stops the movement of the door when it reaches its fully open position. How does a limit switch work? Alright, now that we looked at a couple of limit switch applications where you might see them in action at home. So let's have a closer look at the device itself. Limit switch are electromechanical devices consisting of an actuator mechanically linked into an electrical switch. So when an object contacts to an actuator, the switch will operate, causing an electrical connection to make or break. No, so the next is the limit switch configuration. Limit switches are available in several switch configurations. So moni ang normally open, normally closed, or one of each. So here's the next is a limit switch symbol. So as you can see, kaning symbol look is inyo rin makita mo ni ang mga symbols kung unsay normally close, open, and inana. So depending on the origin of the electrical schematic, you may say limit switches drawn in different ways. So the International Electrotechnical Commission or IEC and the National Electrical Manufacturers Association of NEMA or NEMA have slightly different symbols. So next, micro switch, type of limit switch. So when you turn sa sulod, let's have inside the micro switch that is a type of limit switch. So muna yung kita silang box mauni siya. So a micro switch has a two limit switches operating together and sharing a common terminal. One limit switch is normally open and the other naman is normally closed. To be technically correct, the switch configuration is a single pole double throw, or commonly referred to as a SPDT. The dashed line indicates that both switches are mechanically connected and will operate at the same time. So the next is the micro switch simple circuit. Alright, so let's connect a micro switch to a lamp circuit. In inactive state, the red lamp is on as a device is not being operated by an object pushing to the trigger. When the trigger is pushed, the device will activate and the green lamp will come on. As you can see here is the picture. So limit switch in action. So now that you've seen the limit switch in action, you are probably thinking about some of the applications where you have seen them in action. For example, you might see in the limit switches operated by a container on an assembly line or operated by a rotating machine as a part of or by any number of other moving mechanical objects. No, no, mo ni sa inyong makita. No, mo ni sa mga dagway sa mechanical objects when moving. So, the limit switch could be used to count passing objects or determining position of hydraulic cylinder. Limit switch versus proximity sensor. Limit switches are slowly starting to disappear from any industrial applications. They are being replaced by proximity sensors. Unlike a limit switch, a proximity sensor has no mechanical moving parts. A proximity sensor performs the switching action with electronic switches. No, mo ni siyang kuan. The limit switches will not completely disappear anytime soon as they outshine their proximity switch counterpart in their ruggedness and reliable operation in difficult environments. And generally speaking, limit switch are capable of handling much higher current values than the proximity sensors. So, thank you so much.